both the Honda and the Denali, I'm going to put that up again. Both the Honda and the Denali here are low pressure systems. Now, low pressure doesn't necessarily mean low. Low pressure could be as much as 50, 60, 70 PSI. But the difference is, behind you here on these two smaller vehicles, these are called direct injection vehicles. You guys familiar with direct versus port injection yet? Maybe not in week one, right? All right. So we have port injection over here, which means the fuel gets pulled in with the air and then into the cylinder and then ignited in the cylinder. That's what creates a compressor port, push the piston down and makes the engine go spin. Right? It's drawn in with the air. In these vehicles, the gas is squirted directly into that sealed high pressure chamber and then ignited in that chamber. But because the pressure is so high, you've got to have really high fuel pressure. Thousands of PSI fuel pressure. They have a mechanical pump, correct. They have both an electric pump in the back, and then they have a mechanical pump at the engine that takes the 40, 50, 60 PSI from the electric pump and bumps it up to that really high pressure. Now, the downside to that, as far as what we're doing today in the lab, is whenever you open a high pressure system, you have to replace the component you open. So in other words, if we crack one of these things loose, just to test it, we're replacing it. It's one of the kind of high risk, high reward things with these. They're good systems they develop. Still enough power, how small these engines are, but overall, we're kind of limited in what we can test. So we're going to look to see if we have the equipment to test these vehicles at the fuel injection point, at the fuel rim. If not, we're still going to discuss the function of fuel injectors. There's going to be port injection, direct injection, and hopefully we're going to be able to run that alcohol and fuel test. So let me see, I'll go look for it, and then if you want to start kind of figuring out where you want to set up groups, who wants to participate in what lab sheets first, we'll move this through. All right. Is everybody got labs?
Yes.
I mean, on this one, I know I'll pull it. On his 2009, I don't think so. It's a little bit early. We got the box. Yeah, if you got one that we can use, I mean, that's fine, but we've got the box. I know. No, I was going to ask you a question earlier, but I forgot about it. Is that going to work? All right, cool. Thank you. All right, so we're going to check we got the tools to keep this up process. I don't want to share everything. Oh, you got to talk. Make sure we got to do it right first.